Hey, what's up everybody? It's Demo, and today I got a product from Tesmart. And just so you know, they did send this to me for free for a review. So let's go ahead and let's open it up and see what's inside. Of course, with all products, first things first is the user manual. And right after that is the product. This is a bit of a mouthful to say, but this is the Tesmart Ultra HD 4 input, 1 output HDMI 4K 60Hz fast switcher. This does come with S-PDIF audio or left and right audio output, depending on your setup. You could have surround sound. If you don't really have a big surround sound thing, I don't, so I just use the left and right audio output. It works with that, so you can plug in a headphone jack with your speakers and it works fine. Alright, as you can see right here, we got our little IR sensor, we got our 4 lights for our 4 HDMIs, and we got our 3 lights for our audio, then the power button. On the back, we have 1 power supply, the 4 HDMI slots, an HDMI output for your TV, and the 2 audio jacks. And once we dig through this entire box here, all the way at the bottom, we have in this little white box, the remote. The remote does not come with batteries, so you'll have to supply some for yourself. But as you can see, there's 8 little switches on it, M, P, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little circle arrow. A little disclaimer here though, they did send me the 4 model, not the 5 HDMI model, so the remote that they sent me doesn't fully work. The 2 bottom buttons seem to do absolutely nothing, but the top 4 work perfectly fine, so that's all I need. So after the remote here, the last thing in this box is the power adapter. Obviously, plug it into the back and plug it into your power outlet, and it will be ready to go. And props to Tesmart, because this power cord is pretty lengthy, so it can stretch a good bit, unlike some other power cables that I've had in the past that are way too short. So that seems to be that with what's in the box and unboxing it. We're gonna pack this up and we're gonna get this device hooked up. Alright, so we got the device here, and today we are going to be using it with my Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, NES Mini, and PlayStation Mini. Alright, so right here we got the product, and it's time to hook it up. And on the back here, we are going to start with the power cable. We got our consoles here. We're going to start after the power with the output directly to my monitor. Once that's plugged in, we are going to plug in all 4 HDMIs to all 4 of these consoles. Alright, now that all those are plugged in, we can finally plug in our audio. Alright, so I got both my Logitech speakers up here and my bass speaker is somewhere else, and that is plugged in to the back in the left-right audio output. And you can see here, there's an audio switch for 5.1 surround sound, 2.0 for something flat, and auto. You could press the little yellow button right there if you want to switch manually on the thing itself, or you could press the P button on the remote and it will switch for you. So let's power this thing on now. As you can see, it might be a little hard to see, but there's little blue lights that kind of turn on, so you can tell that it's active. We're going to dim my footage a little bit. It was a bit bright in my room, so you can see how the remote works. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 obviously didn't do anything because this isn't the 5 HDMI, this is the 4. The little M at the top will manually switch through 1, 2, 3, 4 if you don't press those, and the P will switch the audio. Alright, so now we're going to be switching on all of our consoles and swapping over to my second HDMI channel on my monitor to see how fast this thing truly switches over. Alright, now that I have everything booted up, let's see. This is 1, switching over to 2. It's not bad. Switching over to 3. Alright, and we'll switch over to 4. And there we have it. That is, on average, how fast it switches between all 4 right there. It seems to be around 3.5 seconds. They do say that this thing works with PC as well, and you could use it for monitors and such, but my computer and my monitors are weird. I have a converter on them, so I believe that's the reason why it was not compatible with the device. I believe it is my equipment, because I tried over and over again to get my PC to work on this thing. I could not, sadly. All in all, this is a fine device as it is. My favorite part of it is the ability to hook up your audio to it. Unlike other HDMI switchers that I have, this one you can plug in speakers to it, so anything you switch to can be played out of an external audio source. And it works perfectly fine with my Elgato HD60S, which is under my desk, and that is where all of my output goes through. So that's it for this video. I'm not going to be unplugging this thing anytime soon. It's super convenient right now, especially audio-wise, because this thing, plugging in my speakers into it, they're louder than if they were plugged into a monitor, which always be turned up so high. If you're interested in checking it out, they provided me with 2 links below, one to Amazon and one directly to their store. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you later, and bye-bye.